Once you stop giving away your inner approval, women lose their power to control you. That is the plain truth I will prove to you. Power is not a thing someone else holds like a token. It is a set of responses you offer. When you offer fewer responses, you give away less to be used against you. You reclaim your time and your choices. You reclaim your life. Picture it. You open the app and you scroll right, left, match, no match. The heart races. You check messages. Your mood rises and falls with a blue dot. Or at work, you smile at the right time and you watch a promotion go to the person who asked for it louder. A text arrives and you read it 3 times. Your stomach tightens. You wait for her reply. The waiting runs your day. That is how control seeps in. That is how your inner weather turns into someone else's forecast. This video gives you a different route. You will learn the rule and the method. You will see real moments and exact behaviors. You will test one habit in the next hour. You will notice how people react when you do less. Some will panic. Some will lean in. Both reactions tell you the same thing. You matter. You hold leverage when you stop performing for approval. Do this now. Put your phone down for 60 seconds. Breathe. Notice the urge that pulls you to check it. Name that urge. Say the word need out loud. Say it like that. Need. Feel how it sits in your chest. That small awareness starts the change. You can return to your routine after this. You will not. You will carry the noticing into the day. That noticing is a decision point. It moves you from reaction to choice. Before we go further, I must warn you, this power is not a tool for cruelty. It can be weaponized. Men who learn to detach often test the edge. They use nonchalance as manipulation. They hold silence like a threat. That is not what we mean. Stoicism gives you freedom. It does not give you a license to harm. The moral line matters. Your strength must translate into integrity. If you cross that line, you will create damage. You will teach others to distrust you. Choose transformation. Choose clarity. You will see why as we go. Now we get practical. Start by changing your definition of power. Most men believe power is the loudest voice in the room. They equate it with dominance. That is surface power. True power is the ability to determine your inner state, regardless of the noise around you. You can be calm when others panic. You can withdraw when others demand more. You can give less without losing your dignity. That is sovereignty. In dating, this looks like a man who values his time. He chooses conversations that match his energy. He declines nights that drain him. He does not cancel his life for a text. In work, it looks like a man who agrees to a fair process, not one who begs for recognition. He does the work. He documents it. He asks for the raise when the numbers match his contribution. He does not grovel. He does not perform loyalty as currency to buy security that may not exist. Pay attention to how attention functions. Attention is a currency you spend. Every like, every message, every hour you give away buys influence. When you hand it away freely, you devalue it. When you ration it, you increase your leverage. Think of attention like time in a calendar. You do not put everything on your calendar. You block time. You protect it. You reserve it for things that compound in value. Treat your responses the same way. Here is a test. For 1 week, say yes only to things that move you forward. Yes to a date that energizes you. Yes to a project that builds your work. Say no to a text that asks for your emotional labor without reciprocity. Say no to events that burn you out. Watch what happens. People will notice. Some will respect the boundaries. Others will resist. That resistance is not your problem. It reveals the old dynamics that used to cost you energy. Now map the mechanics of need. Need feels like a hollow ache. It shows up as quick checks and compulsive replies. It comes from scarcity. Scarcity says you may not find another chance. Scarcity says you will lose value if you do not act fast. Scarcity is a narrative you can examine. Stoicism asks you to interrogate the story. Ask 2 questions when the ache arrives. What do I fear losing right now? How likely is that loss to be permanent? The answers will usually be smaller than your panic makes them. Shame fuels need. Social media trains you to compare. When you see a photo of a life that looks better, you compound the ache. You think you lag behind. You lower your expectations. That is the trap. The way out is precise work. Train your mind to separate fact from narrative. Facts are neutral. They are what happened. Narrative is the meaning you add. You can change the meaning. When you do, the emotion changes. The first practical Stoic tool is negative visualization. It is simple and brutal. Imagine losing the thing you fear. Imagine the date that goes away. Imagine not getting the promotion. Sit with that imagined loss. Feel it fully. After a minute, you will notice something odd. The imagined loss usually feels manageable. You survive the thought. That survival weakens the grip of scarcity. It lowers the urgency. It lets you respond from strategy, not panic. The second tool is the morning rule. Before you open your phone, write down 3 things you will not trade your day for. Keep the list visible. Read it before you scroll. That small friction rewires what you do with attention. You will stop surrendering your morning to other people's moods. You will reserve the first energy of the day for your goals. The third tool is boundary rehearsal. Practice saying no with a neutral tone. Keep the sentences short. No, thank you. I cannot that night. I have another commitment. Rehearse it until it sounds natural. The muscle of refusal is weak in many men. Strengthen it in low stakes first. Decline a non-essential work meeting. Decline a social invite that drains you. Each refusal builds a new baseline of dignity. Now examine the social consequences. When you change how you respond, you will shift the group dynamic. People will test you. That is normal. Some will label you aloof. Some will perceive you as arrogant. Both are projections. Your task is to act with honest intent. If you withdraw for manipulation, you harm others. If you withdraw to protect your energy, you are acting from integrity. Explain your boundaries when necessary. Keep communication calm and concise. Do not confuse discipline with coldness. Stoicism asks for care with equilibrium. You can be kind and firm. You can be present and selective. The model is not indifference. The model is stable value. You will learn that men who maintain presence attract more reliable partners and better collaborators. They draw people who match their standards rather than chase temporary validation. Let us test a typical dating exchange. She messages something ambiguous. Your instinct may be to overinterpret. You imagine hidden signals. You reply quickly with an effort to decode and secure. That fast reply signals need. It reduces your leverage. Instead, pause. Use time as a tool. Delay your reply with calm. Send a clear message when you respond. Keep value in what you write. Ask a single engaging question. Do not over-explain. Keep your independence visible. At work, a similar script plays out. You finish a project and you tug at the sleeve of your boss. You ask for feedback in panic. You volunteer more than you deserve. You sacrifice boundaries for perceived security. That behavior lowers your perceived competence. Competence is not sympathy. Structure your requests. Book a short meeting. Present results with data. Ask for specific next steps. That moves the conversation from emotion to logic. It increases your influence. Now we talk about tactical integrity. Machiavelli teaches realism. Stoicism teaches virtue. Combine them. Be strategic and ethical. Strategy without ethics makes you clever, but isolated. Ethics without strategy makes you principled, but ineffective. Use both. When you choose not to react, you do not punish. You show composure. When you withhold immediate attention, you do not manipulate. You preserve your time. You conserve your value. Some rules to follow. Rule 1, avoid performing absence. Being hard to get as a show degrades trust. Rule 2, do not weaponize silence to control emotions. Silence should be a tool to think, not a trap to punish. Rule 3, use clarity as your ally. If you change availability, explain briefly. A simple line resets expectations and reduces drama. There are practical scripts to use. If someone oversteps, text this. I need time to think. I will reply later today. That sentence is neutral. It sets a boundary. It does not escalate. It does not plead. It holds your agency. Use it when you notice you feel compelled to respond to soothe your own anxiety. Now consider long-term habits. Stoic training asks for small repetitive acts. It is not dramatic. It is daily. Wake at the same time. Move your body. Journal for 6 minutes. In the journal, name the one emotion that pulled at you during the day. Next to it, write a small plan that will make that emotion less urgent. That plan shrinks the panic over time. You will cease to operate on reactivity. This work has social friction. Expect losses. Some relationships will not sustain the change. If someone relied on your anxiety to feel secure, they may panic. They might try to pull you back. That is an important signal. A person who values you because you soothe them with Submission will struggle when you stop. Decide which relationships deserve your stabilizing energy. Maintain the rest at a healthy distance. Do the discipline and watch the math of influence change. When you become harder to sway, your choices carry weight. When you choose to be present, presence becomes meaningful. People begin to recognize that your time is not free. That recognition turns into respect. Respect turns into responsibility. Responsibility turns into opportunities that require your standards, not your performance. We are closing in on the deeper mechanism I promised. You have seen the behavior and the exercises. You have felt the small practice of not replying immediately. You have imagined losing what you fear. Now I reveal the mirror principle. Power exists only when someone else sees their value reflected in your reaction. When you react, you validate their role in your inner life. That validation becomes leverage for them. When you stop giving that mirror, they lose the reflection they used as power. This mirror is not literal. It is a transfer of value. Your quick reply says, I prioritize you. Your collapse of calm says, you matter more than me. That signal informs choices. Remove the signal. Make your inner world self-contained. You still care. You simply do not let your value hinge on the other person's responses. That is the key. Apply the mirror test in one moment. Think of the most recent time you checked your phone out of worry. Imagine the person who texted you reading your reply. Ask yourself what message you want to send about your value. Do you want to say I'm available because I fear loss? Or do you want to say I choose to give you attention because you deserve it? The difference is a world of consequence. You will practice this with a single exercise. For the next 7 days, test a 3-hour policy. During a chosen 3-hour block, do not respond to non-urgent messages. Use the time to work on something meaningful. When you end the block, send a short note that explains your absence. Thank you for waiting. I was focused on deep work. That simple explanation changes the meaning of your silence. It shows that your time orders your priorities. It signals clarity. It signals worth. People respond predictably. Those who respect your time will match it. Those who do not will either escalate or fade. Both results serve you. Escalation reveals mismatched priorities. Fading reveals lack of investment. Either way, you gain information you can use. That information raises the quality of your circle. Now a stern warning. Some will call this aloof. Some will call this arrogance. Others will misread it as a game. You will feel those slights keenly at first. Resist the temptation to clarify too much. Let your actions accumulate into a pattern. Over time, your behavior will speak louder than any explanation. The people meant to stay with you will adjust. The people not meant to stay will leave quietly. There is also a paradox you must accept. Strength reduces need. Reduced need can reduce short-term attention from certain people. You may see fewer superficial admirers. That is good. You will lose quantity and gain quality. You will remove frenetic approval and receive calm presence. That trade is worth it. The life you build after this trade is steadier. It rewards service, not spectacle. When you negotiate for a raise, use the mirror as well. Present your results. Do not beg. Ask for a clear next step. If the company resists, make a plan. Expand options. Talk to other teams. Apply your time elsewhere. That is how value becomes portable. When your value becomes portable, you are no longer trapped into small compromises. You carry leverage because you can act on your options. Finish with a simple daily script. Each morning, repeat this sentence. I will not give my peace away for free. Use it as a spine for the day. When an urge arises, you will remember the sentence. It is not a mantra about stoic pride. It is a practical contract with your day. You will preserve the energy you need to perform at your standard. Finally, remember the ethical frame. Power without responsibility becomes harm. Use your calm to create safety. Use your boundaries to invite reciprocity. When someone shows pain, do not hold your inner weather like a club. Offer compassion from your steadiness. Teach, not punish. That is how strong men build communities that last. Once you stop handing people the mirror of your inner life, they lose the power to direct your emotions. That is only the start. With that change comes clearer choices, fewer dramas, and relationships that match your time and attention. You will still care. You will simply care on terms set by your values. That shift gives you a life that answers to you, not to the small shifting storms outside. Do the work. Start with one pause, a single no, a short block of focused time. Notice how people respond. Keep the ethics in place. Build the habit. Over months, you will feel the difference. You will no longer chase the blue dot. You will not let a text determine your day. You will move from reaction to design. That is the truth. That is the change. That is where your power lives.